Alrighty guys, what is going up? Welcome back to the best investing money management channel on YouTube. Now in today's video, we are going to be talking about the absolute best stocks to buy right now during the stock market crash. Well, it's not a stock market crash just yet, but the stock market has fallen. You can see it did hit some resistance here, and we are starting to see a little bit of some selling pressure and a little bit of some volatility. So with volatility brings opportunity. You just have to be prepared and be scanning for the right stock. So we're going to be looking at some of the top 4 stocks that I am currently loading up on. I hope you guys enjoy it. If you guys get anything in value, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and all of these stocks are on major support. So let's start off with stock number 1. Stock number 1 goes without saying. Obviously, I've talked about this stock in the past so many times, but it's by far one of my favorite fintech and growth stocks in general, right? It's SOFI. Ticker symbol SOFI. One of the main reasons why I actually love it is just because of the pure growth we see from this stock, right? Analysts think that it should be rated right near about $24 to $26, and that is a very, very hard resistance for this stock. So this is when this stock gets a tendency to get a lot of selling pressure near and around that zone. So you can see almost every time it hits that price, we just have a tendency to see sell off. Now, one thing you may notice is buying pressure, right? It's almost this straight line dead across right near about $13 to about $15. Right near that zone, this is when we get a tendency to see a lot of buying pressure enter, and that is classified as support. So given that it's hit this price level several times, establishing a very, very strong support, I am currently loading up on shares of SOFI right at this zone. This is a very, very undervalued point for this stock. A lot of analysts like myself think this can easily push up to that $26 mark. And if you hop in now, and if it goes to 26 or even 24, that's still a return of about 40%, especially if you just set your stops all the way down here. You're risking 6% to possibly make 40, which is a very good risk and reward. So stock number 2 is ABR. Now this is a REIT, so this is a company that pretty much invests in real estate, and you can see it has that general beautiful upward trend, right? One of the main reasons why a lot of investors like myself buy this is because of the growth and the dividends. So you're going to be getting paid a beautiful dividend. It used to be 33 cents, then 34, then 35. Now it's a 36-cent dividend every single quarter. With the great growth, you can see with the year to date is right near that 26 mark, which is just outperforming the market. And with it at highs here is a return of almost 50%. Definitely almost doubling what a lot of indexes, ETFs have done in the past year. So given that this thing has sold off quite a bit from its highs, about 16%, right on that 200 moving average line, this is an absolute no-brainer to pick up a couple of shares right near, right near and around that support here on that 200 moving average line. It's just a good stock to have, and I highly recommend it. Now, this next one here is going to be another one that I'm loading up on. You can see it has this general support. If we actually draw it out, very similar to the other ones here, you can see it has some support near this 36 to this $35 mark, right in this zone, right in there. This is where we see this tendency to get a lot of buying pressure. So it hits it several times and we get buying pressure given that it sold off, hit it, established support, now it curled up, did continue that sell off, and is now hitting a trend line and that moving average line. So it's kind of like a combination of both, and I personally think we'll see a little bit of some buying pressure step in. Not to mention you could dollar cost average this one just because the general direction is beautiful with a great growth, great upward trend. It's an ETF with some solid holdings, so you can't go wrong with it in general. Now the last and final one that we're picking up a couple of shares is ticker symbol EZU. So this one does have some resistance here at about $51, major support near 47. So given that it's just been trading in between here, this is literally textbook support and resistance, right? Support near 47, resistance near 51. If we just do a solid swing trade on this thing, we could set our stops right below it at about 40. You could set your stops at just under 47, 40, let's just say we do 46.50. So you're virtually risking 2% on the dot to possibly make an upwards of about 4 to 8 to for about 8%, which is a 4-to-1 risk and reward, which is beautiful, especially for swing trading. So setting your stops early. Yes, if this stock just continues to sell off, you could have a couple of options. The first one would be to average down. The second one would be to just set your stops and cut your losses. I personally think all of these stocks carry a lot of potential, a lot of reward, and given that they've sold off, brings a ton of opportunity. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys got anything in value, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you later. Remember to stay happy, stay positive, and stay safe. Take care.